Hello guys and welcome to Saint of the Day. Today the church celebrates St. Thomas Aquinas. Today we remember one of the greatest figures in Catholic theology, St. Thomas Aquinas. He was born in 1225 in the castle of Roccasecca in southern Lazio. He belonged to a noble family, which provided him with an excellent education. It is said that as a child of 5 years old, upon hearing the monks singing praises to God, he asked in amazement, "Who is God?" His father's wish was for Thomas to be abbot of the monastery of Monte Cassino, but giving up all ambition and power, he wanted to become a Dominican friar, choosing to be only a mendicant. St. Thomas' life of holiness was characterized by the effort to respond inspiredly for himself, for the Gentiles, and for everyone about the mysteries of God. Faced with opposition from his family, especially from his mother, a countess, St. Thomas Aquinas traveled secretly to Rome at the age of 19 to a Dominican monastery. However, when he was sent to Paris, he was arrested by his brothers. He was taken to his father's home, and on his mother's orders, was detained for a time. All this was done with the aim of making him give up his vocation, but to no avail. Sent to Paris to study theology, he continued his studies as a disciple of Albert the Great. He became great friends with him and was even invited to go to Cologne. The life of St. Thomas Aquinas was filled with a strong Eucharistic spirituality, in the art of researching, elaborating, learning, and teaching the mysteries of God's love through philosophy and theology. Official preacher, teacher, and consultant of the order, St. Thomas Aquinas wrote, among many other works, the Summa Theologiae. Divided into 5 parts, it is a compendium of all the main teachings of the Catholic Church, intended as an introductory guide for students of theology, including seminarians and lay people. It presents the reasoning of almost all points of Christian theology in the West. The topics of the Summa follow a cycle: God, creation, man, man's purpose, Christ, the sacraments, and back to God. Although it is not a finished work, it is considered one of the classics in the history of philosophy and one of the most influential works of Western literature. Throughout the Summa, Thomas cites Christian sources such as Bible, Augustine of Hippo, John of Damascus, Paul the Apostle, Anselm of Canterbury, Boetius, John Scotus Eriugena, but he does not limit himself to Christians, quoting Muslims such as Avicenna and Al-Ghazali, and Jews like Maimonides, and pagans such as Aristotle, to whom Thomas had a similar structure. In 1259, at the general chapter of the Dominicans in Valenciennes, he was a member of a commission that established the program of studies for the order. Between 1261 and 1265, he was in Orvieto, where Pope Urban IV, who held him in great esteem, commissioned him to compose the liturgical texts for the feast of Corpus Christi. With a completely Eucharistic soul, the hymns sung in the liturgy to celebrate the presence of the body and blood of Christ in the Eucharistic were attributed to his faith and theological wisdom. His greatest contribution to the Catholic Church are his writings. The unity, harmony, and continuity of faith and reason, of revealed and natural human knowledge, pervades his writings. One might expect Thomas, as a man of the gospel, to be an ardent defender of revealed truth, but he was broad enough, deep enough, to see the whole natural order as coming from God the Creator, and to see reason as a divine gift to be highly cherished. In December 1273, Thomas called Reinaldo, his friend and secretary, to tell him that he would no longer write, because during the celebration of Mass, after a supernatural revelation, he had understood that everything he had written was nothing more than a pile of straw. Finally, Thomas fell ill in 1274 during a trip to Lyon to participate in the council at the request of Pope Gregory X. He died in the Abbey of Fossa Nova at the age of only 49.